Oof, it is a windy day out here today. Need to have the boys get these bricks and stack them up. Oh man, as y'all can see in our backyard, a lot of that is already knocked down and pruned. So now I always have this over here to take care of. But yeah, a lot of that over there is already taken care of. So we just got to get all this knocked down. We're gonna knock down some of these trees and stuff here pretty soon. So like these real skinny ones, those are getting out of here. So yeah, get that pile of stuff. Yep. I don't know why she won't go back there. Oh, actually, she might be going back there, guys. Let's see. Anyway, good morning, YouTube. We are about to head out to Atlanta, Georgia. So we're gonna go check up on our truck, check on that oil leak. I got it fixed. We're gonna make sure he did it right, which I have no doubt in my mind that he did. He's a really good mechanic. But then today we're gonna talk about how we almost went broke and lost everything, lost our business, lost our house. You know, we're gonna go through that today. That's been a pretty popular question, so we're gonna explain it and kind of go through everything and tell you what our faults were, so that you don't have to go through them too. So anyway, let me go in here, tell the family goodbye. I'm gonna hit the road. I'm gonna kind of come out here and see what the weather's like. It's warm, but it's just windy. So thankfully we're heavy, so we should just guide right through the wind. But we are running about 2 hours behind schedule. I had a really bad headache this morning when I had my alarm set for 6 a.m. and I just could not get up. Like my whole right side of my face was just not having it. I think it was my right side. Anyway, yeah, let me feed her. Well, I have the kids feed her. Y'all roll that intro, and I will catch you guys on the other side of it. Well, this was unexpected. It is pouring down out there. That explains the wind. But as soon as we get air pressure, we'll be on our way. All right, we are hooked up and soaked. So I don't need fuel, but I was gonna get some fuel just to top off. But it is coming down, y'all. So I didn't see any leaks back there. Once we get to like drier ground, I'll check again and show you guys. But it is coming down out there. Not expecting this at all. I should have checked the weather. So anyway, it is 9 o'clock, 9:07 to be exact. We should be down there because we have a time change. We lose an hour. So right now it's 10:07. It's 9:07 here, so they're an hour ahead of us. So we leave out now. We should be getting down there at about, got a 30-minute break we got to do. I still got somewhat of a headache, man. I don't know what's going on. Let's see, where's my ibuprofen at? Oh, I need some more ibuprofen. Well, I got 2 more left. Yikes. But I always hated taking pills. Ugh. Don't want to see that. Okay. Yeah, my wife was supposed to retwist my hair this weekend, but we cleaned the house, went through the whole entire house, and cleaned everything. I think the only thing we haven't cleaned was under my wife and I's bed. Because y'all know when you move stuff, you find dust bunnies and stuff everywhere. So we moved the couch upstairs in the game room, clean up under that. Moved the couch downstairs, all the cushions off, cleaned, and all that deep cleaning. What else? Dusted the house. I took the carpet shampooer, went through the kids' rooms, some of the game room, vacuumed every corner of the house. Our boys were in trouble, so I bought them some toothbrushes and got some buckets of soap and water, and they went through and cleaned all the grout downstairs. Just to touch up on the house, all we got to do now is do some painting, because the kids like writing on the walls and stuff. So got to go through and touch up on the paint. But the backyard's looking good. Our neighbor next door, he's a retired widowed man, and he's always doing stuff for us because he doesn't work or anything. So he'll just randomly come over to our house and just start working on something. So right now he's doing the backyard. So my wife always makes sure she feeds him. You know, I do want to give him some money for going back there and doing that, even though he doesn't have to, or he just kind of wants to keep moving. You know, I still want to bless him with something. He's been going through there and clearing up our backyard. We didn't have to ask him. Like, my wife would just wake up one morning or just be doing something around the house and hear something in the backyard, or look back there, he's back there trimming down some trees or something. So we love where we live, y'all. Like, everybody looks out for each other. Like our, I mentioned in the last video, our stove, our oven went out. And so my wife has been baking and preparing dinner at one of our neighbors' house, just letting it, cook in the oven over there. When it's ready, they'll take it out and get it. But we were going to go get one this weekend, but we don't know if it's under warranty because we bought our house brand new. And so a lot of that stuff is under warranty. So, but the 800 number for the warranty was, it was disconnected or something. So we got to do some research and find out what that phone number is. Actually, comment down below. Have y'all ever bought a new house and your appliances stopped working? Like, and you contacted a warranty company? Let us know down in the comments, please. But, so yeah, we were going to go buy one this weekend, but I'm not going to go spend $700, $800 on a new oven / stove. And it's under warranty. So, yeah, we love where we live. It's a real tight-knit community. We all look out for each other out there. So, anyway, guys, let's go get some miles in. So the next couple of weekends, I will be going home, making sure I'm at home, just so I can, so we can start working on our taxes. We don't like being late our taxes and procrastinating with that. We like getting them done early, so I gotta get all our receipts and all that fun stuff. Today we're shooting up to LaGrange, Georgia. We are not going to try to park at the scale house tonight, only because the place we're delivering to is only about 10 minutes away from the scale house, so we're going to try to make it there. So, do I have the address here? I think I have it in Google Maps. So for those of you asking, I only use like Google Maps or Siri, Apple Maps. I don't use anything special. But anyway, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to talk about what we did to almost lose our business, our house, our lifestyle, everything. I want to go through that with you guys, because it's almost been a year since it happened. All right, 10 hours and 4 minutes. If we haul butt, we should be able to make it there and park on site. So anyway, yeah, 711 miles, 10 hours and 4 minutes. The rain probably is going to slow us down a little bit though. But anyway, y'all, let's roll.
as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has a clearer light as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a wreck.
All right, so we got fuel. We are out here in Orange, Texas. I didn't get to do as thorough of a pre-trip as I wanted to do due to the rain this morning. And I do know I need to top off my oil, but of course I didn't want to top it off in the rain. Pouring down rain. All right, first thing we want to do is check out that leak. We've gone a good little while, and I am not going to lay on the ground because we know what's on the ground at truck stops. Oh, okay, I don't see any leaks. Okay, 0 leaks. Oop, ah. You can see the fresh silicone going around front differential. All right, no leaks. We are good. About $500 later. Well, for the labor anyway. So yeah. Should have some oil in here, which I think I need to buy some more. Yeah. T5 synthetic blend. Pretty soon I will be going to full synthetic. It's just when I got my most recent oil change, they didn't have any full synthetic. So and I'm at least a half a gallon short. Factory fill, Sherotella, multi-grade, heavy duty engine oil. Use only engine oil. T15W40. T15W40. All right. Let that sit there for a while. Have to get down to the bottom of the oil pan. Actually, probably. I need to buy some more oil. I just don't like buying it at the truck stops because it's crazy expensive. Okay. Yeah, we were pretty low. Yeah, I'll add another gallon later. I'll probably do my 30-minute break. What is that in? I always forget the name of that city. It's not Moss Point, Mississippi, but it's that other pilot. Gulfport. But it's the beginning of the week, so y'all know I like to do a thorough inspection at the beginning of every week. This morning I checked the basic stuff, but now I do know eventually I need to change this clamp right here behind the turbo, because I think it's causing a little bit excessive exhaust. So I'm thinking it's that clamp. I don't want to stick my hand back there now because how hot it is, but I'm thinking it's that clamp. So I'm going to be pricing one of those and have that thing replaced. Well, have it replaced. I'm going to replace it. It's easy to do. It's just a matter of wait for the engine to completely cool off to get back there and do it. I don't know, it's either this clamp or that clamp. I might just go and change both of them out just for peace of mind. Because sometimes when I crank up the truck, there's a little excessive exhaust. So, that guy's got an air leak. I can hear it. I heard him doing an air brake test earlier. All right, we're good there. And that wind's brutal. Not too much play here. I'll check for air leaks. I did check for air leaks this morning. I didn't hear anything. So, but every day I do a pre-trip and post-trip. But I like to do a thorough one, like go through everything at the end, at the beginning of every week. I need to check my tire wear. Tire wear looks even. Y'all know I can't stand rocks in my tires. I don't know what. This bugs me. Airbags look okay. Yeah, it smells like piss down here. Tire wear on this side looks okay. I'm not really too concerned about the trailer because the trailer is brand new, but just for air leaks back here. Seal is still on. All right. We need to get down the road so we can beat the storm before it follows us. I took out the trash already. I need to throw this in a dumpster. But all right, y'all. Let's get some miles in.
Today and not tomorrow. There's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow. There's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's tomorrow. There's no time to borrow today. Well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow. There's no time to borrow today. Well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. Today is a good day to live.
All right, people, let's talk. Let's talk. As we go over this Atchafalaya Bridge, however you say that bridge in Louisiana, that's 18 miles long. Let's let this truck pass. Ooh. So yeah, this Atchafalaya. Am I saying that right? Y'all comment down below. Atchafalaya Bridge. 18 miles long. I think it's in the top 5 for the longest bridges in America. I'm not sure about the whole world, but for sure America. Your longest bridges in America are definitely in Louisiana and definitely in Florida. Yeah, y'all go on ahead. But anyway, so we're here to do some talking. So I've kind of talked bits and pieces of the story, kind of like what happened. I haven't really told the whole entire story. So before I kind of explain, let me kind of backtrack. So y'all know when I became an owner-operator, I started off as doing a lease purchase. Now, I'm not here to bash lease purchase on today's video. I'm not here to bash lease purchase in this video. However, I'm just giving you my story on what happened to me when I did a lease purchase. Well, or they called it an owner finance. Loud and clear, driver.
Now you going east or west, driver?
I'm going eastbound.
Now, Bo.
Where's that hold up ahead?
Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering. They end up sitting behind them.
Is there a specific lane blocked off or something?
What's that, driver?
I said, is there a specific lane blocked up or something? I can't tell if he's saying there's an accident or what.
Yeah, your radio's a little bit muffled. It's hard to understand you.
Okay. All right. Anyway, as I was saying, so I'm not here to bash lease purchase in this video. I'm just explaining to you guys kind of what happened. So, when I became an owner operator, I started off doing lease purchase, or as they called it, owner finance. To where it's like I was financing the truck from the owner. There's a fleet over here at Landstar, and they allow that. Got about 60 to 80 trucks. And so I was doing a lease purchase when I had that black Lone Star. I did not complete that lease purchase, and I'll explain why. So, the way this fleet works, for everybody who's new here, the way the financing works is that when you're buying a truck from them, so you have 3 options. You can be a company driver under them, and they pay you 30% after fuel. You can bring your truck over to this fleet. They're under Landstar, so you can not be a driver by yourself with Landstar independently. You can go under this fleet who's under Landstar. Just put a middleman in there. And it only made sense because if you need any kind of repair, they front you the money for it or whatever. Or they claim to have a bunch of good accounts. Which there were some accounts they had, they were decent. They just weren't consistent, but they were decent accounts. And so you get under their fleet and they can put you on that account and you can run dedicated. So, or you can, learn about some, because they also have their own agency as well. So you kind of network with other agents. So can I beat this truck out? Ooh, yeah, I think I got him. I can't get over. So, 3 options were be a company driver, take your truck over to them and run under their fleet, or buy one of their trucks. If they put you on a truck, you liked it, they would sell it to you as an owner finance or lease purchase. So, if you're a company driver, they pay you 30% after fuel is deducted. So if you have a $12,000 week and you spend $3,000 in fuel, that leaves $9,000 left over. You get 30% of that number, which is $2,700, which y'all know that's way out there. Right now, we're averaging about, let's say in our situation, if we have a $6,000 week, and say I spend $2,000 in fuel just for easy numbers, that brings it down to $4,000. At 30%, I'm only making $1,200. Minus what I'm making here in my truck, I'm bringing home about half of that. So they're taking home more than half the money just because I'm with their fleet. Now, if you own your truck and you went under them, they would pay you 50% after fuel, which technically means they're kind of sort of paying half your fuel if you look at it big picture wise. 50% after fuel. So you got a $6,000 week. You spend $2,000 in fuel. You get $4,000 left over. You take home $2,000. Is that right? $6,000 a week, $2,000 in fuel. Yeah. You take home $2,000. And they charge a $200 weekly fee for using a Landstar trailer. If you use Landstar's trailer, they were charging you, even the dry vans, they were charging you $200 a week. Landstar doesn't even charge us to use the dry vans. It's all included in our 35%. So Landstar does not charge us extra to pull the dry vans. They do on the open deck only because you get a larger percentage when you run open deck. With dry van, 65%. With open deck, like flatbed, step deck, I think they get paid 68% or 70%, something like that. I think 68%. Y'all open deckers at Landstar, let me know in the comment section. If you're pulling a Walmart trailer or something like that, then I think you get paid 70%. If you have your own trailer, I think Landstar gives you like an extra percent or two, something like that. But anyway, if you pull a Landstar trailer, they charge $200 a week. So $6,000 a week minus $2,000 in fuel, that's $4,000. You split it 50-50, because they charge 50% after fuel. $2,000 minus $2,000 minus $200, you bring home $1,800, and they're bringing home about $1,200 just because you're under their fleet. So that was my situation. And so with buying a truck, if you bought one of their trucks, you got paid 50% after fuel, but 20% of that they were putting towards the principal on your truck. So you're still getting paid the same as a company driver. But the other part of it was going towards the principal of the truck. So even though you're getting paid the same as a company driver, any expenses, breakdowns, maintenance on that truck, you're still responsible. And they're charging you the $200 a week. So really, you're getting paid as an owner-operator buying one of their trucks, you're getting paid $200 less than a company driver. Y'all can make the exact same amount, do the exact same in revenue, have the exact same fuel. You're making $200 less because of the trailer rental fee or whatever. Does that sound odd to y'all? How that works out? So, anyway, that's how the lease purchase program or the owner finance, if you're using their term, works. So I did that. I did it for 18 months. At first, it didn't really bother me because when I first came over here to Landstar, rates were high, and I was doing $9,000 to $12,000 a week in gross revenue. And so under the fleet, I was bringing home as an owner operator $2,500 to $3,000 a week home most weekends. So it didn't really bother me at that point. Now, I will be honest. When I first came over here to Landstar, I didn't really understand how this works. There's a big misconception with Landstar that Landstar takes 35% of the gross. And I thought that's how it worked. That's a common misconception over here at Landstar. And a lot of people get corrected when they go to orientation. It's 35% of the line haul amount. It's not 35% of the whole gross. It's 35% of the line haul amount. The fuel surcharge is 100% hours. So you actually get more money than you think. Being under the fleet, even the way the fleet explained it to me when I was coming over to Landstar, they made it seem like it was 30% of the gross. They didn't specify, which I should have done my own research. It's not their fault. I should have done my own research. So, but I was making $2,500, $3,000 a week, bring home, so it didn't really bother me. Home all the dang time. You know, with the truck note, a very expensive truck note, and they're taking 20%. You know, they're taking, let's say, $6,000 a week. Yeah, they're taking $1,000 to $1,200 a week. Oh, there is a backup down here, y'all. They're taking $1,000 to $1,200 a week going towards a truck principal. So, but I didn't really mind that because, you know, I did the math and I could have paid that truck off in like 2 to 3 years. I could have had that sucker paid off. And so that's what I was thinking about it. Okay, I don't mind them taking out $1,000 to $1,200 a week because I can get her paid off, right? No, because you have maintenance and repairs and all that stuff in there too, you know. And then if you broke down and you need the money, just like Landstar will loan us money, the fleet will loan us money as well. At a 20% interest rate, I think, something like that. So yeah, all the way around, like, you're hurt. And so I did that for 18 months. At first it was fine. Like I said, I thought I was making money. Didn't really bother me having a nice truck. Then when rates crashed, you know, bringing home $800 to $1,000 a week, you know, that's hurtful. My mortgage alone is right under $3,000. So bringing home $800 a week at $3,200 a month as an owner operator, not including expenses and breakdowns and all that stuff. Yeah, math just doesn't make any sense. And they make it seem like it's just you. You know, that it's your problem that you're making that kind of money. Whether you run their loads, their dedicated stuff, you're still not making any money, but they're making money. Or whether I ran my own loads with my own network and still wasn't making no money. So we did that for about 18 months, being with Landstar. 18 freaking months. And it got to a point to where it just didn't make sense mathematically. You know, we couldn't pay our mortgage. And we had a little bit of, you know, savings or whatever from our previous employment. But it got to a point where we couldn't pay our mortgage or nothing. And the first little while, this is before I even did YouTube, we had to, this with the whole COVID thing going on, we had to put our house up for forbearance. Which forbearance, you know, during the COVID time, you know, you can say, hey, I can't pay my mortgage, it's COVID, you know, blah, blah, blah. And they would just put the money that you would pay in that time frame on the back of your mortgage. So we had to do that for a little while, you know, and tried to catch up. But of course, after a while of doing that, it catches up to you. You know, we weren't getting ahead with the fleet, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And they kept promising better and better and better, or it was always your fault. And then all those times y'all saw those videos where I had to deadhead 1,500 miles for a load. I got a deadhead 200 miles for a load. I got a deadhead 400 miles to a load. It was due to them. Because notice, ever since I've had my own truck, I have never had to deadhead more than like 100 miles. And that's pushing it. Unless it was for like an opportunity or something, and yeah, you know, something that I couldn't pass. Well, I'm sorry. We did deadhead one time when a load out here in Baton Rouge canceled, and we went down to Laredo anyway. But that was to get to that 10-4 insurance gig, which I hope y'all like that commercial I did with them. That was only for that, because a load had canceled. And I had made a promise to 10-4, and I knew about the potential sponsorship coming up. That's why I did that. So anyway, but I've never had to deadhead that far. Matter of fact, the other day I deadheaded, 1.7 miles. You know, I've never had to deadhead with having my own truck. If I deadheaded with them, it's because they booked something and something messed up. And Richard, I know you're watching. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming your previous higher ups. Something always happened with the loads, or something canceled, something rescheduled, or there was miscommunication or no communication, and I was the one that always had to bite the bullet and either deadhead or be forced to find something last minute. So yeah. So it hurt. It really did hurt, and we couldn't pay our bills. Of course, making $800 a week. And then when I cornered them about it, they made it seem like it was me. They singled me out. But after talking to some of their other drivers, come to find out, their drivers were also making about the same amount of money I was making. Running similar lanes, running better lanes, running worse lanes. They were making the $800 to $1,000 a week as owner-operators before repairs, maintenance, and all that stuff. They were making either that what I was making or less, if anything at all. There are drivers I know with that fleet that have had to move their wives into the truck because they could not afford their expenses at home. Meanwhile, the owners were out buying ranches and building custom $1 million homes. So yeah, that's more of a backstory of why I left that fleet, because of the money we were not making, you know, how much money was coming out. And then it was explained to me later on about how the fuel surcharge worked and how these loads were really paying out. And once I learned that and did the math, I said, oh, I can make more than double having my own truck. And so about this time last year, y'all remember, and especially when I broke down in that Lone Star, and that tow bill was $900 for 2 miles around the corner with my, my air dryer, my governor or something stopped working. And I got towed. It was right after that. I was already contemplating on leaving, but it was on my way to drop off that load when I called the owner and said, I can't do this anymore. I'm about to lose everything. And they didn't, of course, they didn't really care. They threatened to sue me for the balance I owed on the truck. But I told them, well, you're threatening to sue me, well, not for the balance of what I owe, but it's complicated. But they were trying to sue me for like $20,000 for what they called overpay. Because when you own a truck, when you're buying a truck, they pay you 50%, but when you're a company driver, you can pay 30%. They tried to sue me for that 20% difference, which came out to like $20,000. And I was like, well, that's less than what I owe on the truck. I owe like 50 or 55 left on the balance of the truck, so I'll see you in court. You know, too bad, too sad. Of course, they threatened to sue me, but they never did. They would have got caught, you know, scamming. So, but yeah, so it came down to it this time last year. We couldn't afford anything. And about to lose everything, almost lost our house, cars, lifestyle. You know, we were already giving up the truck. And so it came time to it, you know, to where we had our wits in. And, you know, we had a reality check. The way we were spending our money wasn't right. You know, well, we didn't really have any money to spend because we weren't making no money, but still. You know, but thankfully Miles came along. He's an awesome subscriber from the channel. And he said, hey, I got this old FLD I'm not doing anything with. And he was like, you can come grab it. You know, we'll work out something. You know, I know you probably don't have all the money right now. but we will work out something and you can come grab this FLD. And I flew out there, y'all saw me grab that thing, and we had to start back from scratch. Now, there was another truck. There was a W900. I could have went into debt for it and got that truck. But after, you know, watching a lot of Dave Ramsey and stuff like that, we knew, like, no more debt. Like, we did not want to owe any banks or any financial institutions anything. So, you know, I didn't want to go into debt for that W900. It was a beautiful truck. It was a 2000, I think it was a 2002, 2007, 2008, something like that, W900 with a cat engine in it. Beautiful truck. It was a 72-inch sleeper. I think it had a 10-speed in it, 10 or 13. I think it had 10-speed, so I wasn't excited about that. All right, buddy, why are you going way too slow? But those are my two options, either the cash truck or to finance the W9. We chose the cash truck. You know, mechanically it was sound. That's all that mattered. And so that is what we, that was our decision to get that FLD. And then so we stacked our money up on that Freightliner. Not only with Landstar, but with the money I was making on the content of that truck. And then I'll use your nickname, Yardy, came along with the Pro Star. Said, hey, I have this truck. You know, drive the Pro Star. I'll give it to you for $17,000. You know, it's less than what it's worth. She's mechanically sound. She's been sitting for about 2 years. But, you know, come grab her. That way you can drive the Pro Star while you get the FLD situated, and you ain't got to sit at home and make no money. And then, you know, after that, do what you want to do with it. Go sell it, put a driver in it, keep it as a spare truck, do whatever you want to do. I was planning on getting my CDL, but, you know, it didn't. I changed my mind. But it's sitting here if you want it. All right, cool. So we went out there. Okay, why are you hitting your brakes? So, yeah. Oh, now you want to speed up. Now you want to speed up. You've been going about 5 under the speed limit this whole time. Now you want to speed up. And I can't get them. Too heavy. I can't get them. So, anyway. Now you're slowing down. But yeah, guys, so that's how that happened. So we did a whole reconstruction of our lifestyle, of our finances. You know, like I let my credit go to crap because we stopped using our credit cards a long time ago. But we stopped using our credit cards. We've only been paying them off. Any open lines of credit that we had, we closed them. You know, and we just been cash flow and everything. But also, you know, my wife and I, we knew how to hustle. You know, we sold the Lone Star Texas Ranger t-shirt merch. That helped us hustle. You know, my wife, you know, she does her baking and catering and stuff like that. Side hustle. YouTube, side hustle. Y'all know before trucking, we were music teachers before trucking. You know, side hustle. Even though we still do have our music lessons, you know, business. But, you know, and taking finances here, and here, and putting them all together to make it work. You know, it says the GoPro just got hot and just died. But yeah, I just wanted to explain that to you guys and kind of what happened. So we'll probably, if I think about it, you know, we'll go into a little bit later. But for right now, we're coming up on Baton Rouge. Once we get through there, that's kind of what I'm questionable on as far as traffic. But once we get through there, it should be a breeze. So let's put some more miles in.
I'm not Pac, but I can picture us rolling, sliding, riding, driving, taking pics, enjoying the moment. See, when I'm with you, yeah, I feel the hate, considered it a bonus. I know they mad that I'm with you, and we became a component. But as the wind blows, so the sun shine in the morning. Meaning I never had a doubt the light's bright at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, I might go through some things and it would normally crumble, but we together and we can weather the storm. You got me, it's on. Man, I keep my focus, no distractions, LeBron. After the trophy, but they hoping that I'm lacking the heart. They think I'm joking when I say that you was right from the start. It ain't no way that I can win if we get broken apart. I know I need you like a bee needs his honey, like carrots and bunnies, like cheetahs and running. I like some food and I tell it. All I need and all I ask for is you. Yeah, you the only one I need. So tell me, can we ride? Can we cruise? Take a ride with me. You can take a ride with me. Come on. You're the only one I need. I like it when it's you and me. Hey, take a ride with me. Come and take a ride. Take a ride with me. You're the only one I need. Ooh, yeah. It's you and me. Oh, take a ride with me. Don't ever leave me. Will you take a ride with me? Yeah. Hey, and I'ma cherish the moment. I'm glad you in it in my life. You decided to help me grow and get through it. See, I'm not perfect and I make mistakes. Sometimes they be foolish, but you look past it and you stuck around my ride to the truest. I guess you seen something in me to do it, and I'm thankful for real. You keep me going, take me far as I can. You push me hard and I'll get smarter, better father. Raise my daughters, help me grow and become grown as a man. You think they hear what I'm saying? A better position when I followed your plan. I put away my childish thoughts, it's time to think like a man. I guess the only way to show them is right out to the end. And never lose sight, stand focused, super glued to the plan. I know I need you like the country needs land, or like the church and needs fans, or like most children need playing, or like some love and romance. All I need and all I ask for is you. Tell me, can you ride with me? Can we slide? Can we cruise? Take a ride with me. You can take a ride with me. Yeah, yeah. Come on, yeah. You and me. Take a ride with me. You take a ride. Take a ride with me. I need you. Don't ever leave me. Take a ride with me. Take a ride with me. Come on. I need you to. I like it when it's you and me. Come take a ride with me. Yeah. Take a ride with me. Come take a ride with me. Come and ride with me. Ride by my side. I need. I like it when it's you and me. Take a ride with me. Please come and ride with me. You're the only one I need. I like it when it's you and me.
Time for some fuel, people. We are just north of Mobile, Alabama, at the Pilot. I used to stop here all the time back when I was with Cardinal Logistics, and I ran a dedicated lane from Bryan College Station, which is where Texas A&M is, which is about 90 miles northwest of Houston. I used to run a dedicated lane out of there going to Tallahassee, then back, and then up to Peachtree City, Georgia, which is Atlanta, not too far from where we're going actually, and then back. Dedicated lane back and forth. I did that every week. I think I was home 3 or 4 nights a week, and brought home $2,000 every single week. Dropping a hook on both ends. Easy. Easy. It was the most boring job in the world, but that was one of the easiest driving jobs you could do. But anyway, so I'm here at this Pilot. I've been here plenty of times. I used to come here all the time. Getting fuel, 30-minute break, as well as walk around, make sure the equipment's good, you know. There's a nice Columbia back there with all the chrome, that burgundy one right there. But anyway, but yeah, guys, so comment down below what y'all think about my little story from earlier. You know, we've definitely hit hard times before. In trucking, I will say we've made the most money we've ever made, ever, in our lifetime. In trucking, even as a company driver, because with Frozen Food Express, I did about 2,000, between 1,800 and 21-ish, 22-ish a week.
you're saving 10 cents on
With
every
partner
gallon of
logistics,
gas
I did
at
about the same.
Download the My Rewards Plus app and save
But,
every month.
you know, as they say, more money, more problems. And it's not because of our mishap with money, with police purchase and everything, that we're doing the whole debt-free deal. We were doing that before. We wanted to do that since before. But we've been able to apply it a lot more now that we're making more money. So, we've got credit cards we're trying to pay off. We got, you know, student loans, you know, stuff like that. Medical bills. You know, same thing everybody else has. You know, personal debt, open lines of credit, you know, car note.
High-quality careers through our partnership with the Coldest.
58 gallons. Cool.
Thanks by rounding up today.
I want to get fuel now, so
Head inside
tomorrow I
any
won't have to go to that pilot I hate
get
going to.
energized with Red Bull.
And
Through the end
Noonan,
of the year,
Georgia.
Enjoy a buy two, get one free deal on any 12-ounce Red Bull energy drink.
Just sitting in line would take 30 minutes.
You need to count down to the holidays with Red Bull.
So we've got about another 3.5 hours to go. So we'll go ahead and grab something to eat. Got some fuel. One thing I always loved about this truck stop is that it's very rarely busy. You can come in here and do what you got to do and not be anybody's way. So anyway, so we got 3.5 hours of driving, and we got 3 hours and 50 minutes on my clock. So we're gonna try to hard butt out there. The last major city we have is Montgomery, Alabama. But we're gonna try to get over there and go park on site. So let's knock these last few miles out, y'all.
I've always admired those who just do it and they conquer their fears. They fall back down and they keep getting up and they try to steer clear. I'm afraid, I'll admit. What if I'm stuck in my mind? I'm not great, neither rich, but will you stay here by my side? All the good times turn into memories and the revelry goes on. Let's have a good time, night of the century. Our best days can't be done. All the good times turn into memories and the revelry goes on. Let's have a good time, night of the century. Our best days can't be done. Best days can't be Best days can't be Looking back, I was once so brave, never hesitated. I aimed so high and I reached it all. Why do I keep fading? I'm afraid, I'll admit. What if I'm stuck in my mind? I'm not great, neither rich.
All right, people. $22 later, we are parked. It was $22 to get parked up here. But I looked on like Google reviews, and I guess there's no overnight parking at where we're delivering to. So we're about an hour away from our drop. So I wanted to get a spot just to make sure I had one. What time is it? It's 8:44. I probably could have got closer in and found a spot somewhere, but I just wanted to make sure I got one. Just peace of mind, not having to park somewhere sketchy, not ideal, or, you know, just be able to know I'm good sleeping and nobody's gonna be knocking on my door. Can you move? This, that, and the third. So I really paid $22 for the peace of mind, but it's probably another spot or two where I could have parked had I done a little bit more research, but it is what it is. So yeah, guys, that is our story on our entry to becoming an owner-operator. So it has been easy. I know it may seem easy on camera because a lot of people do think it's easy, but it's not. You're going to go through hardships. You're going to go through hard times. A few times that we've set back, not to where it's like we're about to go out of business, but the setbacks were when that front differential blew on the FLD that one week. You know, it was loss of revenue and well over $3,000 or $3,500 in repairs I had to come up with, you know, just like that. You know, even with the repair on this thing, you know, what was that, like $7,000 or $8,000 for it, and a week of downtime. You know, we had a whole good week planned out. You know, plus, you know, the rental car expenses, and then a hotel, you know, expense. You know, it is not easy. It is not easy. Like when I tell you guys, I mean, some people speculate, oh, he must have came from a rich family, or oh, he must have got a business loan to kind of give him that jump start, or, you know, he may have had an inheritance when his dad passed away, or a life insurance policy. Nope, we didn't have any of that at all. We literally had to start over from scratch. When we came over to Landstar, we were at a good point, but just, you know, savings started depleting, you know, started decreasing once stuff started going bad. And with that fleet that we were with, you know, just taking little by little. Well, it wasn't even little by little, but you get what I mean. You know, it's just, oh, it'll get better. Oh, it'll get better. And it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And like I said, they try to single you out to make it seem like it's just you. And it was until there was a few other drivers I talked to, and they were in the exact same situation I was in. I talked to drivers, you know, who had already quit, you know, and they were in the exact same situation. If they had like 50 or 60 or 80 trucks, 95% of them were in the same situation as me. And then with having a YouTube channel, a lot of people started reaching out to me that were either with the fleet already, or people who had left the fleet, you know, had a bad experience. And they were telling me like, dude, like, you're not the only one, you know. And that kind of let me know. And then learning how Landstar really worked with the fuel surcharge and the 65% only been on the line haul, not the fuel surcharge. And I got to see how much money they were really taking. And yeah, $800 to $1,000 a week anywhere, even not being an owner operator as a company, you know, like, no, like, you can't make it off of that. And then me making that money as an owner operator with business expenses as a 1099, no, not at all. It just wasn't worth it. So we had to make a move. We knew it was a risky move, you know, but getting that FLD, because whenever you buy something that you don't have history with, you know, you're always skeptical about something breaking down or something not working right. You know, the front differential, when that blew, that was my fault. I knew of the oil leak. I just didn't know it was that severe to where I only had like a day or two, you know, to get it fixed. You know, I thought I could at least get a couple more days out of it, because it seemed like it was just a real slow leak. So yeah, but anyway, but yeah, guys, we literally had to start all over from scratch. When I tell you we almost lost everything, and it came down to making a tough decision, because then it was like, if we give this Lone Star back, you know, what else is there to do? You know, we can't just go out there and buy a truck like that. Not, you know, it's just, you know, but when you have good people who, you know, who support you, good people that look out for you or want to look out for you, you know, and the family support, you know, and the family's prayers, and, you know, it all comes around full circle. It all does. You know, that was a very stressful time. We didn't really show it on camera or whatever, but we didn't know what we were going to do. You know, we knew we didn't want to finance a truck, but it's like, is that our only option? But guys, research. That's all I got to say is just research. There are trucks out there I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, but anybody willing to do like a lease purchase, like just a single operator or like an owner finance or something like that, where you don't have to go to a bank. There's opportunities out there. Or work for me for a year or two and I'll give you the truck. There's good people out there in the world. They're far and thin to find, I'll tell you that. Everybody you bump into is not going to be your, that connect you need. There's way more scams than there are good opportunities out there. But do your research, ask questions, write up contracts, get notaries done. There's opportunities out there. You just ask questions and research. That's all I got to say. In our case, we didn't have to do that because thankfully YouTube, people were able to reach out to me with that. But there were a few opportunities that I did see that I could have taken advantage of. But thankfully, good-hearted people reached out to me, But it was definitely a hard time in our life. And to see where we were a year ago to where we are now, a year ago, we didn't have any trucks. I gave that truck back and, we were at our wits' end. We just didn't know. And then it was a whole process. We're trying to purchase the FLD long distance and then getting it leased on to Landstar. All that kept prolonging because either the title wasn't correct or, because then there was an issue with the DMV office. Somehow it got registered as a trailer and not a truck. It was a whole ordeal. And it kept being prolonged, and we didn't have time to waste. But we literally had to reconstruct everything. Our spending habits, any plans that we had to be postponed. And then just, my wife and I, we just turned 31 this year. We've known each other since sophomore year in high school. But we didn't get, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to use acquainted. Because we've known each other forever. We went our separate ways when it came time to being college age. But I think that was like in 2014 or 2015 when we got reconnected. And, ever since then, from let's say 2015 for easy math, from 2015 all the way until 2022, of bad decisions. What is that, 7 years? That's 7 years? Yeah, about 7 years of bad decision making, bad spending habits, and trying to fix all that in 1 year. 1 freaking year. From last year, from the time we had that FLD to the end of this year, we've had that truck almost a year. The first week of January 1st to January 2nd will make it a year. Well, we picked up the truck December 25th. That's when I flew out there, that I did orientation. And anyway, so the last week of December, first week of January is our 1 year anniversary. And we're trying to fix 7 to 8 years of bad financial decision making. I'm trying to fix it all in 1 year. And we are on goal with that. It took hard work. I know it doesn't seem like it's hard work, as often as I'm at home. But, it's the different sources of income. Like I mentioned earlier, it's the trucking and the music lessons and the catering and the, the YouTube, the dispatching, the merch, the truck shows, the 10-4 commercials, all that stuff, adds up. Sponsors, brand ambassadorships, all that money adds up. It does. But people don't see the back end of it, all the work. Like YouTube is another full-time job. I put in minimal another 40 weeks of YouTube plus the 70 hours a week with trucking, not to mention dispatching, not to mention everything else that we do. So easily I'm putting in let's say 120 hours a week of working, 7 days a week. Even when I'm at home, on the weekends, I'm still editing and stuff, still dispatching. So it's a lot of work. People don't see the sacrifice on the back end, and it does take a toll and effect on my family, which is why we're working towards getting me out of the truck, not permanently, but just to where I can be in a truck because I want to be, not because I have to be. You know, we're 31 now. By 35, you know, we want to be like semi-retired. We want to be semi-retired. Not fully retired, but just semi-retired. So anyway, guys, the hustle's there. Do your research. Ask questions. There's opportunities out there. You just got to find them. So there's good-hearted people out here in the world. There's good opportunities out here in the world. Don't trust everybody that walks up to you. You know, go with your gut. Go with your gut. Go with your gut. Pray about it. Pray about it. Pray about it. So, guys, if y'all have any questions, if you had a similar experience, comment down below. Like I said, it's a lot of work. A lot of work. Y'all can actually see the bags in my eyes now. You know, look at that. You know, it's a lot of stress. You know, a lot of not knowing. But like I said, we have a good support system at home. You know, that always comes in, you know, come into play. You know, there's been fights at home, you know, not physically, just, you know, why would you go buy this, or why would you go buy that, or why didn't you buy this, or you didn't think about that decision over there. And then my wife, you know, being patient, you know, as we try to go through and fix everything. You know, there's things that she wants to do, you know, different trips that she wants to take, you know, going like Cancun and, you know, family trips that she wants to take. But, you know, due to mistakes on both of our ends, financial mistakes, you know, it takes a sacrifice, you know, and sometimes, you know, being the head of the household, you know, as much as I want to say yes sometimes, yeah, let's go do that, knowing it's a bad, irresponsible decision, you know, I got to play bad guy, or what I call, you know, playing the Grim Reaper. When the kids want to do things, hey, you know, it's not in the budget this week. You know, I got to be the Grim Reaper. I got to be the bearer of bad news. But it's to help us move forward, you know, in life, you know, and take this year of sacrifices. This year is a year of fixing mistakes, you know, and just trying to create a foundation. Next year, 2025, is going to be the year of building. So, but yeah, but being the head of the household, being the male of the house, the husband, the father, you know, like I am the bearer of bad news. So, you know, when we can't afford something, or, you know, it's not in a budget, or there's something, you know, I got to be the one to be like, hey, no, nope. But it takes, you know, being that person to help us progress, you know, being where we want to go. So anyway, hope that helps somebody. Thank y'all for watching. My name is Shymon Spencer. You just tuned into another episode of Grinding Gears. I will catch you guys at noon 01 Central Standard Time tomorrow.